Welcome everyone. Greetings for the day. My name is Mohammed and I'll be dealing with the club cybersecurity. And just to introduce you all, I did my bachelor's and master's from JNTUH. Now I'm pursuing my PhD in cybersecurity and virtualization along with the concepts of digital forensics. So I'll be dealing with the club cyber security. Now, at first instance, why why is the need that we are introducing this club, and what are the activities that will be done in this particular club, and what are the things that you will be learning after joining this club. At first instance, let me get aware what is the need of cyber security. At first instance, the world in which we are living, or the world in which we are breathing, is a world which has been connected to internet at every of the instance. Before, we used to have three basic needs: food, clothing, and shelter. Now the things have changed. But there is one more thing which has been added, is internet. What are the basic things that we need? Food, clothing, shelter, along with an internet, with using a smart device. That smart device can be a laptop, that smart device can be a palm top, that smart device can be a mobile phone, that smart device can be anything which has been connected to internet. Now, why is so important that we are being connected to internet? What was the need which made us to get connected to internet? In this rapid growing world, everything that is been communicated is to be communicated within fraction of seconds. If we consider an example of sending and receiving of a letter from our grandparents' time, it used to be something like we used to write a letter, we used to post it, then the postal service people used to post that address or send that particular letter to that particular place. Then he used to receive that letter, he used to read the letter, then he used to reply to that letter, then he used to get the reply from that letter. This time used to be taken like approximately about 1 month or 15 days, or maximum of, if at all we are considering, 7 days of time. But as of now, if you consider, the moment you send the message, the receiver will receive the message. The receiver will receive the message, and within the fraction of second he will reply you. So this is the way the technology has increased. Now everything is being made digital, whether it is buying a thing, selling of things, ordering of food, or we can say like teaching, learning, everything is been considered online. In the sense, everything is been considered digitally, everything is made digitally. So in this period in which we are connected with internet in every aspect of life, then there should be a mechanism in which we should be able to secure all of these things. When we are posting the letter, it was the responsibility of the postal service people to take care of your belongings. That particular letter should not be opened anywhere, the parcel that you are sending should not be broken, or the courier that you are doing should reach in proper time, and the cargo that you are doing should be placed to the destination without any damage. So it was the responsibility of that particular thing. Now, as the things has been changed, all of those things is to be managed through internet. Now it becomes the responsibility of internet users and internet service providers to provide security, to provide a security mechanism, So that was the reason cyber security came into existence. Now, what is the word cyber? What actually is cyber? Cyber means anything which is being connected to internet. Anything which is being connected to internet is called as cyber. If you remember, we used to use a word called as cyber cafe. If you remember. So what is cyber cafe? Cyber cafe is a place wherein we used to go and access the internet. It is a place wherein we used to go and access the internet. That place was called as cyber cafe. In the same way, any of the device which is been connected is considered as cyber, and the place where you get connected is called as cyberspace. That particular space is called as cyberspace. So anything which has been connected to mobile phone, laptop, internet, palm top, iPad, iPod, it can be anything. When it is been connected to internet, then it comes under cyberspace. Now, coming towards our actual topic, why this is been introduced and what is the need why we are learning this. Now, in this present day world, we are in a place wherein everything and anything is been connected to internet, and we need to make that particular thing secure. We need to make that particular thing secure with different mechanisms, either by analyzing or taking precautionary steps. If at all some incidents happen, what are the measured steps that can be taken, and if at all something different has happened, how can we eradicate that particular thing, comes with reference to cyber security. Cyber security includes anything like stealing of the data, viewing of unauthorized data, accessing different rights. It can be anything. If at all, if you are doing unaccessible things which is being provided to you, then that thing or that particular thing comes under cyber security. Now, before that, what is the need, why what we are going to study in this particular club? This club will be an interactive club in which I'll be posting some of the videos, and I'll be providing some of the resources, and I'll be providing you with some of the industry expert people who can provide you with the particulars, so that you can interact with the industry people and you can learn with through them. The major task of this club is to make sure that you are somewhat familiar with the things, so that when you go into the industry, you should not be unaware of any of the particular things which is been going through with reference to cyber security. Now, coming towards our actual thing, what is this cyber security and what we are going to do in this? Now, what it says, the internet in India is growing rapidly. There are two sides to a coin. Internet also has its own disadvantages in cybercrime, illegal activities committed on internet. See, internet provides a very prominent role with reference to making a thing or breaking a thing. Internet can help you to study in a different ways. Like you being in India is able to study from the experts who are in America, who are in Britain, who are in Germany, who are in Australia. So with the help of internet, you are able to study from the professors sitting far away. Whereas, what is the breakthrough in that? The person who is sitting from any of the place across the globe can access your computer, steal your data, or copy your data, or may do something which is called as ransoming of things, so that if at all if you pay some particular amount, then only your computer or your system or your laptop or your mobile phone will be unlocked to use for further things. So this is what you call as make things or break things with reference to internet. Internet has both the sides. It has a good side as well as bad side. As everything has a good side and a bad side, same way the internet also has got a good side and a bad side. Now, what is the second thing? It says crime committed using a computer and the internet to steal a person identity or illegal imports or malicious programs. Now, what do you mean by this? See, when you are downloading a file or when you are uploading a file, if at all, when you are downloading, along with that downloads, there is some small file which is also been downloaded on your computer, which is monitoring all of the activities of your computer. There is a chance, like if at all if you go for any of the movie websites, or if you go for any of the educational websites, or if at all if you go for any of the course website, from there you will be downloading some material. Along with that material which is been downloaded, there might be a chance that some files additional will be downloaded, which will trace all of your activities in first way, or second way it will spread virus in your computer, second way, and the third way is it will deliver all of the information which is being on your computer to the main server. It can be anything. It can be anything. So that is what we call as crime committed using a computer and the internet. Like with the use of internet, we are committing these particular crimes. So this all comes under cyber crime. This all comes under cyber crime, and this is not permissible. And the laws for this cyber crime differs. For an instance, if I give you an example, for an instance, you stay in Hyderabad, or you stay in America, you stay in Australia. There is something which is been stolen from your house. So where you will go? You will go and report it to your local station. You will report it to the local station or local officer. What if at all something is been stolen on your computer through internet? Where will you complain? From which station you will complain? So this is unanswered questions. These are some of the unanswered questions. This is been answered with reference to the rule of the land. It is been answered with reference to the rule of the land. So you will be having some cyber laws. You will be having some cyber, what you call as methods by which where you will be complaining for that particular thing. Now coming towards the next point, cyber security refers to the technologies and processes designed to protect computers, networks and data from unauthorized access and attacks delivered by the internet by cyber criminals. Now see, when we speak about cyber, the first thing which comes into your mind is hackers. No, cyber security is not about hackers. Cyber security is all about those persons who are accessing, who are doing something which is not permissible for them. For instance, to make you understand, I'll tell you, if you are working in an office, there is a chair called as manager. If you go and sit there on the manager chair, it is illegal. It is illegal to go and sit in the manager's place when you are a normal employee. In the same way, there are some of the access and privileges which has been given to the manager. You cannot have the same access and privileges which has been given to manager to access a particular thing. If I am accessing that particular thing, then I am a cyber criminal with reference to the cyber security law. It means anyone who is accessing unprivileged access, is called as cyber criminal. You can be a cyber criminal, I can be a cyber criminal, anyone can be a cyber criminal if you are not accessing your access rights. If you are what you call as manipulating, or if you are what you call, I can say, overthrowing the access rights with reference to you. So cyber criminals are not a particular group. It can be anyone. It can be your best friend, it can be your enemy, it can be yourself, it can be anyone. In the sense, so what do you mean by cyber criminals? Cyber criminals are persons who misuse their access rights, or who access another rights to gain some information. See, and also remember that cyber criminals are also those people. For an instance, I'll tell you, you are viewing some personal photographs of other persons. That is also been considered as a crime. Why? Because you are not the correct authority to access that particular information. See, for instance, I will give you an example. When you are using WhatsApp, when you are writing some of the messages in WhatsApp, you will be having some of the message called as end-to-end encryption. Like you will be having a first message as end-to-end encryption. What do you mean by end-to-end encryption? End-to-end encryption means me and the person who is receiving the message only can read the messages. No other person can read the message in between sending and receiving. So managing all of these things, securing all of these things, and protecting all of these things comes under cyber security. Cyber security is not only about hackers. Hackers also play some of the small part in that. We will be talking about what are the hackers, what hacker does, and what are the different types of hackers. As of now, protecting the data, protecting your information with unauthorized access who are penetrating into your system who are penetrating your device, you need to protect. That concept is called as cyber security. Now the next point, the objective of cyber security is to establish rules and measures to use against attacks over the internet. What are the remedial things that you can provide, or what are the remedial things that you can do? All of these remedial things to protect the data, to protect the information, to protect the internet from unauthorized access or unauthorized use is called as cyber security. It's called as cyber security. Now moving forward, now what is the term cyber? What is the term called as cyber? Cyber is a term used to indicate any device or gadget connected to internet. Any device or gadget which is being connected to internet is cyber. That particular device is a cyber device. That particular information being processed is called as cyber information. The gadget may include PC, laptops, mobile devices and mobile phones and tablets. It can be anything. Here, and as of now the watches have been also been connected to internet. This also is been considered as a cyber. Now the next point is, when any device is connected to internet, then that environment is considered as cyberspace. Then that particular environment is being considered as a cyberspace. Now moving forward, what is a cyber attack? What's cyber attack? Now cyber attack is something which is attacking someone's personal space or personal area. It can be photographs, it can be videos, it can be messages, it can be emails, it can be any of the material, it can be a scanned document, it can be an audio document, it can be a video document, it can be anything. If at all we are accessing any of the personal information without the permission, then that particular thing is called as cyber attack. Or making an attempt to penetrate into someone's personal information, or you can say attempting to bypass their login information, then that particular thing is called as cyber attack. Now what it says, a malicious attempt using digital technologies to cause personal or property loss or damage, or steal or alter confidential personal or organizational data, then that particular thing is called as a cyber attack. Then particular thing is called as cyber attack. As I have told you, like for instance, you all being a student, me all being a faculty, we are trying to assess you. Like what is the thing that by which I am assessing you? I am providing some of the information and I am providing a Google sheet to provide some feedback. As of now, you have provided the feedback. After the feedback is provided, I am altering that particular information to make my feedback as good. Then that particular thing is called as cyber attack. Also, when you are changing the information, as soon as you change the information, the default information is coming as 100, 90, but the information that actually you have provided is 10. Then this is also called as cyber attack. Also it means I am trying to penetrate or I am trying to damage that particular thing is called as a cyber attack. Also cyber attack also means damaging or physically damaging some particular thing is also called as cyber attack. For instance, one particular hard disk has got some of the important information that need to be produced in front of the manager, in front of the judge, in front of the management, and that particular physical hard disk is been broken or physically damaged, then that also has been called as a cyber attack type of a thing. Why? Well, because that has some particular information which was being accessed from internet. Okay, that is what we call as cyber attack. Now, what are the different categories of crime? What are the different categories with reference to the crime in reference to cyber security? We can categorize cyber crime in two ways: your computer being as a target or your computer being used as a weapon. Now what do you mean by this? This means For instance, from my computer or from my system, I am targeting your computer, your personal computer, to alter the information or to access some information from your computer, then your computer is being considered as a target computer from which I am accessing the data. The second one is your computer, I will use it to access some other places to commit some crime. Okay, for instance, I log into your computer. From your computer, I will be asking different people to pay some money for me. Okay, for instance, I'll give you some example with reference to the computer being as a target. Consider you have an email address, I also have an email address. What I am doing, I am trying to log in on your system with my email address to access some information. That is what we call as your system being as a target. Or I am trying to access some of the emails from your particular email through my computer. That is what we call as your computer is being a target. Your computer is being a target. Now, second one, the computer as a weapon. The computer as a weapon in the sense, I will be accessing your email address, and from your email address I will be addressing different people, considering you being me. For instance, A and B are there. What A is doing is acting as B and interacting with all of the alphabet, considering himself as B. But who is he? He is actually A. He is acting as B and interacting with everyone. So that particular thing is called as the computer as a weapon. The computer as a weapon. Now, what are the things that comes under the computer as a target? Hacking, virus, worms, denial of service attacks. And what are the things with reference to your computer being used as a weapon? Credit card fraud or phishing. So these are the things in which your computer will be used as a weapon. So these are the categories with reference to the cybercrime. Now coming actually toward the topic, what is cybersecurity? What actually is cybersecurity? Now we'll stop here and I'll tell everyone to answer this question. What actually is cybersecurity? Like, we have interacted this much, have tell you so much things with reference to the cybersecurity. Now it's the responsibility of yours to answer this particular question. The question is, what do you understand by cybersecurity, and did you come across any of the things in which cybersecurity or breach was been involved? You need to explain this particular thing in a form of video or in a form of audio, in a form of document, and post it in the group. The group link and everything will be provided to you soon. When you log in or when you contact me on my email address rahmat_letu@radio.com, or you can contact the department to join the group so that we can have an interactive session with reference to this. That's all for today with reference to cybersecurity. See you all in the next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.